Alright, welcome back, my wonderful people. It has been on this May 29th inauguration. Obasanjo sends strong message to Tinubu over 2023 polls. As President Olusegun Obasanjo has given his 2 cents on what lies ahead and is necessary for restoring nationality, unity, and national unity, of course, in Nigeria. He said that the outcome of the 2023 presidential poll opened the wounds of division among the people of Nigeria. Obasanjo also added, saying that the incoming administration has a huge task to restore peace and unity. On this basis, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has urged the incoming administration of Bola Tinubu to mend the division that has risen dust due to the outcome of the 2023 presidential election, of course, as the Daily Trust newspaper, based on what we've gathered in line, reported earlier that the former ministry and the military head of state said Nigeria has to become more divided than ever before. As President Obasanjo said that the outcome of the 2023 election poll divided Nigeria and needs to be fixed by the incoming administration. As you can see, he made this remark in Abuja on Thursday, April 6th, at a public seminar by the next year SDP, staged from elections to governance and performance. Okay, it has been on this matter as all efforts are now required from all committed patriots to rescue the nation from the prejudice. And when I look at the audience, I have a feeling that among the people who can do it and who must do it, as some of you here. I also said, as reported by the New Telegram, Obasanjo said it had become his obligation to advocate for the truth to help guide Nigeria towards greatness and national unity. He said there is a huge task ahead to meet the collective aspirations of Nigeria as a foreign nation that has been ordained for greatness by God Almighty. Obasanjo said it has become my own personal obligation, continuing in my relentless service as a letterman, dedicated in my twilight years, to say that the truth as I see it, he said, so as to push Nigeria in the direction of our collective aspirations. Alright, my fellow Nigerians, without wasting much of your time, what is our collective aspiration? A better society where all Nigerians can become what the God Almighty destined them to be. At this time, like this, some of us have to adopt the attitude of being known to be blind and not being afraid of the dark. But we must continue to work for the light of all. All right, Peter Obi meets former President Obasanjo in Anambra, reviews what they discussed. Meanwhile, Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and former President Olusegun Obasanjo met on Saturday, March 25th in Anambra State. Obi, who shared pictures of the meeting on Twitter, said they exchanged views on the state of the nation. Obasanjo was one of the prominent Nigerians who endorsed Obi in the February 25th elections, which he lost to President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Alright, my wonderful Nigerians, obedient to who descended on Soyinka over comment on Peter Obi, the RT received heavy knock from Mogwaju. Okay, it has been that Wele Soyinka was attacked on social media over his recent comment on Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi and his running mate, Dati Baba Ahmed. The former deputy governor of the CBN, Kingsley Mogolu, came to his defense as knocked critics. Mogolu described those criticizing the noble literate as unlettered and uncultured people. My fellow Nigerians, I would like to have your take on this matter. Kingsley Mogu, a former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, of course CBN, said Noble Literate Wole Soyinka is a principled fighter for justice in the country and around the world. The former CBN boss stated this in response to criticisms of Soyinka by supporters of the Labour Party LP. Alright, on to this matter, a lot of reactions here. Okay, Mogulu told the critics that the noble literate survived the deteriorators were not and he will also survive them. Okay, a lot of people have said that the former presidential aspirant further described the noble illiterate as a phenomenon that may not be fully understood by unlettered and uncultured people. Finally, Wole Soyinka speaks on 2023 elections, his disappointment and the way forward for Nigeria. Alright, pay attention on this, as it has been that his endorsement of my 2019 presidential candidacy is my short-lived but peaceful foray into Nigeria electoral policies, and remain one of the greatest honors of the people. I view very dimly any criticism of him simply because he is objective. He survived dictators. He will definitely survive you. My fellow Nigerians, well, let me have your take on this matter. Why Soyinka was attacked by Obedient while waiting in one of the just concluded 2023 elections. Soyinka had said recent remarks by Dati Baba Ahmed, vice presidential candidate of Labour Party, contained fascistic language during an interview with Channel Television on March 22nd. Dati said the country had no president-elect despite the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) announcing Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress (APC) as the winner of the election. Okay, Soyinka's comment fetched him harsh criticism from supporters of the Labour Party, popularly known as Obedient. Of course, he was attacked for lambasting the SSS of the Obedient movement, which he described as fascists and a threat to the judiciary. Soyinka speaks on 2020 election, his disappointment and way forward for Nigeria. The writer earlier said he felt disappointed over the conduct of the 2023 general elections across Nigeria, describing the elections as not the most edifying exercise Nigeria has been through. Soyinka said he was not happy with what he read and saw about the election. Okay, how many people who is so keen about what he or she had during this election? Because what I had during this election is nothing to write home about, and a lot of Nigerians are saying the same thing that Wole Soyinka have said. Well, let me have your take on this matter. Just as May 29th inauguration, Obasanjo sent a strong message to Tinubu over 2023 polls. My fellow Nigerians, it's over to you. Let me have your take. Remember to subscribe and then do wait so you can get more update coming right from this channel. Thanks and God bless.